Yeah, so we'll see from here how this 3 4 5 method will be done. From here he is measuring some distance, so this distance we'll see what he is measuring. So this distance he is measuring it as 8. Okay, so you can see a small yeah, you can see a small thread kept here. Like last time I forgot to mention, usually when you prepare this 3 4 5 method practically on the site, isn't it, like 3 6 3 4 5. So how they do is that on this particular end, since it's a very big line, I have shown a small line, but practically what will happen, this line will continue, isn't it? So you don't know where exactly you have to mark it. So what these people do, they take a small thread and they tie it here. Okay, so this is there, let us say 3 meter marking, this is there 4 meter marking, got it? And when you try to keep the tape from this end to this end, that is a diagonal, you should get that 5 meter. But here they are not taking 3 4 5, they have taken a different number, but we'll try to discover what exactly the number they have taken. So this is 8 we have got. So small you can do the adjustment, okay, because see, now you are getting small adjustment this guy is doing, no, exactly on the 8 he is trying to keep it. Now I'll try to explain the logic behind that. See, these people are taking a number of 6 8 and 10. Okay, so why is that? Again same thing, if I try to put this in the form of yeah, so let us consider this is 8 he has taken. Next he is going to take 6, and then his diagonal will be 10. This diagonal he is going to get 10. So how is that so? So let us consider this was 8, this was 6. Okay, and how do you get this diagonal? You multiply this 8 square, 8 into 8, okay, and plus 6 into 6. So if I do this, 8 8 is a 64 and 6 6 is a 36, and 64 plus 36 comes out to be 100, but I'm supposed to put the square root of this, and square root of 100 comes out to be 10. So finally when you check the diagonal, you should get the answer for the diagonal as 10, and we'll see whether we are going to get 10 or not. Okay, so on the other side is checking now. So that guy is fixing that small thread. Okay, it can be any thread, there is no hard and fast rule, you can take anything, just put a small string there, anywhere you can put. Later you keep the tape and measure that from the intersection. Okay, wherever is the grid intersection, there you have to keep. And now you can see it is 6 meter. Why it has to be 6 meter? Because we are applying a 6 8 10 formula, so it is at 6 meter. It's not meter, I guess. Just understand the number, that is enough for us. Now how much this has to be there? This has to be 10 for us according to our logic. 6 square plus 8 square comes out to be 100, 100 square comes out to be square root of 100 comes out to be 10. So this guy is getting somewhere close to 11. Okay, you saw that? Maybe he has to, it's not 11 actually, we'll see that. Yeah, so now you can see, right, exactly whatever I was explaining you, practically you can see the same thing, a same kind of diagonal they are checking. So this guy is getting 11, but that should not be the case. Now slight changes they have to do. Okay, yeah, now it is fine. So now you can exactly see that 3 4 5 method here, right? So this is that, then comes this one, and then finally comes this one. Got it? That's how it has to be done. So why this has to be done? To make sure that whatever center to center distance we have kept, or whatever 90-degree we have kept, no, it is exactly matching or not. All these are the preliminary checks that you're supposed to do. So once, if you are perfect with the 3 4 5 method and that 90-degree, 80% of your work is done. Okay, so now we'll go forward a bit. So again the same thing has to continue. Now which direction is taking, he is taking the other direction now. So right now whatever is marking, you can see, stretch the tape. Yeah, this particular marking you see, we'll see what is the distance he is going to get. So how much is getting? Again 32 feet. Right now we are on the other side. Like, if you understand, first we started here. Okay, let me give you a small idea. First we started from here. Yeah, so first we started from here, it was 32. Okay, then we measured this distance, that is from this center to this center we took, and now again we have measured this 32 feet. Okay, from this outer to this outer we have measured. Now again what you are supposed to do, from this center to this center, or this outer to outer. Actually I'll tell you what happened actually here when we were doing this practically. And this guy who was doing, he forgot to deduct this. Actually this 32 feet what you are getting, isn't it, this is from outer to outer. He actually was supposed to take it from center to center, that is from this column center to this column center he should have taken, but he did it from outer to outer. But later we did the deduction of this 1 feet 10.5 inch and 1 feet 10.5 inch, and finally we took this center to center. Okay, that was a small mistake we got, but because you can see it here, from this center to this center we had taken. That might have come in your mind, if you are taking center to center, then why is that you took this outer to outer? Otherwise you should have taken this outer to outer. Okay, right? But we took center to center here. I don't know what happened to the contractor. He maybe he was out of his mind. What he had done is he had taken from this outer to outer, but later we realized that because we were not getting the exact it was not matching, so later we did a small change and then we took this inner to inner distance. Okay, so that is how we had done. That's a small mistake what we did, but it's okay, we later understood that. So just try to put center to center, that is enough for you. Okay, so this is 32 we have taken. Actually it was not to be 32. And now the last part is doing, which is that last part. I'll go quickly to the drawing. This is that part. Okay, this part, that is 58 feet 6 inch what you're getting, that is outer to outer, but we want to direct this 4 feet 9 inch and 5 feet 7.5 inch. So we are going to get this center to center, this center to this center we are supposed to get. Okay, and same thing they are doing it practically on the ground. So you can see now, see 47 feet 1.5 inch. If you remember, in the previous case also we had got 47 feet 1.5 inch. How is that possible? Because out of this 58 feet 6 inch you have to deduct this. Okay, deduct this 5 feet and 4 feet, it comes out to be 9 feet, and 9 feet, then if I add a 3 to here, it comes out to be 10 feet. So it has to be 10 feet you have to deduct, it will come out to be 48, and 48 minus some 10.5 inch you have to do, so it will come out to be 47 feet 1.5 inch, and practically you can see 47 feet 1, and this is half inch of this. Okay, got it? So I'll upload the same drawing for you for your understanding, so that you can go through that. You can take a printout and then you can start understanding this. Okay, so I hope so far your concepts are clear, and so once that is done, no, you have to do the threading, like you have to put that line like I mentioned, no, with the help of this now what exactly these people are doing now. So far we have done outer to outer, like if you remember what we have done so far we have just put this outer to outer stone, isn't it? That means we kept one stone here, we kept one stone here, next we kept one stone here, then we had kept a stone here, here, then we kept one stone here, isn't it? Now you can see the inner side, this stone is missing, that is 14 feet 6 inch, this 4 feet 0.5 inch is missing, then this 5 feet 8 inch is missing. In the same way, in the center all these things are missing, isn't it? That also you are supposed to do. So now they are doing the same thing. Okay, so now you can see this is that particular intersection what we have got, like I mentioned in the beginning. Let us say this is grid number A and this is grid number 1, so this is intersecting at this particular point. And same thing practically, if you see right now we are in this point, that is grid number A, and this is grid number 1, and the point where we are intersecting is this particular point. And practically same thing, this is that intersection what we have got. Okay, so we'll go a bit forward. So now here they are doing this marking, so we'll see what exactly marking this guy has done. Yeah, so you are getting somewhere close to 14 feet 6 inch, you can see 14 there, and we'll see in the drawing where that 14 feet 6 inch is mentioned. So you can see now this guy has started marking it from here, that is from this center to this center it has to be 14 feet 6 inch, right? So the same marking we are doing now, this center to this center. In the same way, from this center to this center it is 4 feet half inch, from this center to this center it is 5 feet 8 inch, and this is again 4 feet half inch. So whatever values are mentioned here, isn't it, the same you can see it here. So you can nail it anywhere, provided when you keep the stone, isn't it, you keep it exactly. So this is at 4 feet half inch. Yeah, you can see exactly 4 feet half inch you are kept. Okay, so we'll go forward again, and this is that final last one, I guess. So this has to be some 5 feet, yeah, I guess, yeah, 4 feet, this is 5 here, and this is 5 feet 7.5 inch, isn't it? So we'll see the drawing if we are not wrong. Yeah, almost 8 inch it is, 5 feet 8 inch. Yeah, they have done 8 inch only. Yeah, it is here, right? So exactly, yeah, so got it. So in this way you are supposed to do it. And finally this is the last one. Yeah, now like I mentioned, you can see it here. Now you see here what is written, 28 feet and 3 inches, isn't it? I'll tell you what is the error that we made. Now we are getting 28 feet 3 inch. Like I mentioned, initially this guy had taken 32 feet. Initially had taken outer to outer, it was 32 feet. But like what we need from this center to this center. So how we did that? Again, out of this 32 feet, you can see the small offset here, this thing, and also on this side. How much is the distance on both the side? 1 feet, 1 feet 10 and a half inch, 1 feet 10 and a half inch, 1 feet and 1 feet, 1 feet, 1 feet comes out to be 2 feet, 2 feet 10 and a half inch and 10 and a half inch. Okay, so if you do all these things, you deduct that out of 32 feet, you take one, you remove 1 feet from here, it comes out to be 31 feet. Again 1 feet you take out from here, how much it comes out to be? 30 feet. Again in 30 feet we have 10 inch, 10 and a half inch and 10 and a half inch. Half inch comes out to be 1 inch again. So 10 inch is 20. Again it is 21 inches, right? 10 inch plus 10 inch is 20. Half inch, 20 and a half inch, half inch. So it's 21 inches. So again 21 inches in terms of feet, how much it comes out to be? We know that 1 feet, see, you have to be good in all these things. 1 feet is equal to 12 inches. Okay, we are getting 21 inches. So how much it will be in terms of feet? You try to divide it, that's it. 21, if you divide it by 12, you'll get somewhere close to 12 to the 24. You will get somewhere close to 1 feet, let us say 10 inches, somewhere close to that. Okay, now finally if you deduct all these things from 32 feet, yeah, let me do it only. Yeah, so I'll do it here manually. Okay, I have a calci with me, I have a calculator. So what I'll do, 32 feet minus 1 feet, I'll write in this way. 1 feet, how much it is? 10.5. I'll write in this way. Okay, 1 feet 10.5 inch minus 1 feet 10.5 inches. I'll convert everything in terms of inches. So 1 feet is 12 inches. 32 feet in terms of inches will be how much? 32 into 12. Okay, minus 1 feet from here. 1 feet is 12 inches. Again 1 feet from here is 12 inches. So 12, 24. So again I'll put in this way, 24. Okay, and for this 24 I'll add. Okay, I hope you are able to understand, and let me not make you people confusion. So we'll multiply this 32 into 12. I'm getting 384. Okay, so this is 384 inches minus, you can see 1 feet written here. You can see 1 feet. So what is this 1 feet and 1 feet? 1 feet is 12 inches. Again 1 feet is 12 inches. 12, 24. So I'll deduct 24 inches. Again minus, you can see 10 feet 5 inches. Sorry, 10 and a half inch and 10 and a half inch. 10 inch and 10 inch is 20 inch. 20.5, 20.5 and 0.5. So it comes out to be 21 inches. So now try to do all this manually. If I do it, 384 minus 24 minus 21, I'm getting 339 inches. Now everything is in terms of inches. Okay, so but I'll convert this in terms of feet. So how do you convert? So 339, if I divide it by 12, because 1 feet is 12 inches, I want in terms of feet. So if I divide it by 12, I'm getting 28.25, and I can say this as 28.3. What is that? Feet. And now you see practically what has happened on the side. You can see 28, 1, 2. I'll clear everything. 28 feet, 1 inch, 2 inch, and see 3 inch. He has taken 2.5, isn't it? Roughly has taken that. It's okay, small error here and there. Got it? So this was a mistake what we did. Initially I told you to take 32 feet, but later we realized that we're not getting that correct measurement. So that is why we did it. And on the other side also we are doing the same thing now, because there also we had taken 32 feet. Now again, whatever mistake we had done, for that we are paying the penalty. And finally you can see here, if I go back a bit, on this side also we have got it. Got it? So 28 feet 3 inches. Got it? So I hope your concepts are clear up to here. So we'll go a bit forward, and now after this yeah, so all these things he is marking now. Okay, that whatever center to center we were supposed to get, no, we are marking all those things. So again this is 4 feet half inch is marking. You can see 4 feet half inch. Where is that? It's here, 4 feet half inch. And same thing on this side also. Both the side you have to do. Here also it is 4 feet half inch, 5 feet 8 inch, 4 feet half inch, 14 feet 6 inch. Okay, whatever distance you are measuring on this side, same has to be measured here. Whatever you are measuring here, same has to be here. Okay, so that is why it is taking time for you. Shall go a bit forward. So 14 feet, whatever distance we wanted. Okay, 14 feet 6 inches marking. Okay, got it. So we'll go forward now. I'm moving a bit forward because it's the same thing. We'll not waste our time here. Again, this is 7 feet marking they are doing. 7 feet 10.5 inch. So where is this 7 feet 10.5 inch? We'll try to look it. Yeah, we're not getting that. It's okay for us. Yeah, no issues. Okay, on this side is doing now. I hope you are able to understand. So it is that 5 feet marking what you're supposed to do. The slight arrangement you have to do in this way. Where is that, which is this marking is doing? This one. Yeah, you can see here, no, this center to center. You can see this is 5 feet 1 inch. From 3 to 4 grid you have to maintain this 5 feet 1 inch. Okay, so that is why they are doing that. Again, this 4 feet half inch marking it is. So I'm running a bit forward. Finally you have to, now everything is done on all the 4 sides. You have kept the stone, and finally you're going to pass the thread. You can see, right, all the 4 sides you can see the stones now, left, right, on the other side, and finally you'll pass the thread through that. Okay, and then finally whatever is the drawing, based on that you are going to do the execution. Yeah, so now we'll try to see all these things in the next lecture. Again, it has been almost 22 minutes of a lecture, so we'll see the next part in the next lecture. So we'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.